Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to the Tiernan Center in the 12th Annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. Great to have you with us as we're now to the fourth game of this 8-game schedule for us here today. It'll be Lighthouse South, who lost to Richmond last night 77-56, up against Tindley, who lost a tough overtime, in fact, a double overtime game in our last game late last night, 68-66. So these two teams will battle out for the right to take on Indy Homeschool. Northwest ended up winning just moments ago, beating Franklin 66-58. The winner of this game will play Indy Northwest later tonight at IU East at 7:30. The tip-off is coming up in just a couple of moments. We will have it for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Big Boy's Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boy's Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Both teams in dark uniforms as Lighthouse South will attack right to left. They'll be in the blue, but again, hard to tell with Tindley also in their dark uniforms. So we are ready to go in this final game in our consolation bracket. It'll be Tindley basketball, Knox, Dotu, along with Poole, Murph, and DaCosta starting for the Tigers. And again, Tindley with the basketball first in this final of our 4 games in the opening of the consolation bracket. That is a drive and a missed shot by Dotu. We did figure that out after yesterday as we were calling the young man Double A to avoid that long name. Lighthouse basketball. There's a strip and a steal. Dotu with a steal, and he'll try to take it himself, and he's going to get fouled and will go to the line. Foul on Johnny Smith. 30 points yesterday for Smith as he picks up his first. For the Bulldogs. Trevin Roscoe also starting along with Christian Kinser, Rigotello, and Johnny Smith and Kennedy White. So Tindley on the board, 1-0. 6-foot senior. Second free throw is on the way, no good. Rebound, DaCosta unable to put it back, and it'll be Lighthouse basketball. And boy, contact down the floor, losing it. Almost a turnover. That shot is on the way and missed, as Rasco unable to come up with that one. Lead pass will find Andrew Knox. And now Tindley wide open from the left side. That three no good by Poole. And DaCosta saves it from going out of bounds. Tindley will get it back once again. Here's a three by Poole on the right side. Nope, that's going to be Knox, excuse me. And then quickly to the rim. Basket good by Smith. Mentioned his 32 points yesterday. His first 2 points here this afternoon. See that the Bulldogs will go zone, 2-3 zone, with Kennedy White manning the middle there for the Bulldogs. Yesterday, Knox finished with 13. Dotu had 14. There's DaCosta once again, and a whistle and a foul. They'll say that foul on the floor on Lighthouse South. That'll be Kennedy White picking up his first. DaCosta. Right hand on the way, good. DaCosta, the sophomore, 6'8". Tindley on top, 3-2. This thing could really get up and down the floor in this one. The winner will move on and play Northwest. The Warriors winning a few moments ago over Franklin. Nice drive and the miss, though, by Smith. Here come the Tigers once again. They want to get up and down the floor as much as they can here. Now they'll set it up in the half court to Knox. Tindley, as we mentioned last night, not the same Tindley team we're accustomed to, with Eric Hunter not with the program, now playing at Purdue. And they can still be dangerous if you leave them alone, and that shot's going to be missed. Kinser can't come up with it. We head the other way. Dotu down the lane, had it blocked, and coming away with it will be Josiah Poole. And there's another foul. So Dotu heads to the line once again. Now 4:45 remaining in the opening period. Dotu hitting a free throw to get this thing started here moments ago. He's back to the line again, and that one's good. (4-2). Second free throw now by Dotu. I like Dotu better than Double A, and I really like it better than his entire name. As long as he doesn't mind, we don't mind. 5-2, Tindley on top. And now Tindley pressing. Rasco across the timeline, and now the Bulldogs will set it up. Here is a three. That's way off the mark by Rigotello. Isn't there a pasta named Rigotello? Is it close? Rigatoni? Rigotello? Tindley basketball, 5-2. Dotu shot fake drive and scores. So Dotu off to a good start here for Tindley, 7-2. By the time we get to tomorrow's game, I might be babbling all the way through the championship round. There's another air ball by Kinser. Tindley on the run, near foul, but nothing there. Baseline drive by Knox, gets cut off, ball loose, and we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Bulldogs. Tigers turn it over for the first time. .338 to go here in the opening quarter. Again, the winner playing tonight at 7:30. The loser will have a very short turnaround time. They will play at 4:30. The way this is going, you might get about an hour break, as that's missed by Dotu, and the tip up good. DaCosta now with 4. 9-2 lead, Tindley on top. There's a strip, and Poole able to get a hand on that one as he knocks it out of the hands of Christian Kinser. Our next game in the winner's bracket scheduled for 4:30. There's a missed shot again. I'll tell you what, Rigotello's had a tough start. Tindley now with a basketball. They lost in overtime, double overtime last night to Portage. DaCosta. Turnover by the Tigers, and they give it right back. So Lighthouse South with their first turnover. Dotu losing it. Give that steal to Rasco, and a foul in the backcourt. So Dotu not only turned the basketball over, and then he commits the foul. That's his first. And now South only 2 points so far here in the opening period of play, and that's a Johnny Smith. Smith, baseline shot, missed it, and he'll get fouled and go to the line. That'll be Nicholas Murph. One thing about a Johnny Smith, he's one of those guys, he'll light it up from anywhere. In fact, he loves to shoot the basketball. He is a senior. He'll get another. Smith will get a nice bounce. He has 3. And we're coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the opening quarter. Lighthouse South now a little 2-3 zone. They're really packing it in. They really don't think that Tindley can shoot it from the outside, but Andrew Knox proved him wrong right there as Knox gets on the board for the first time. Now a 9-point lead again. That is matching the biggest lead of the ball game. Rasco off the drive, traveled, no whistle. And then another turnover, this time by Tello. Tindley quickly back the other way, nothing there. And Poole will bring it around the perimeter. There's another 3 by Knox. And we've got a timeout on the floor on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 15-3, Tindley, now the 12-point lead.
Our community, it's where we live, it's where we work, it's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
15-3, Tindley off to a good start here in the opening period of play. Tigers, boy, that tough loss last night. So far, they show no ill effects of playing in that double overtime game and then coming back here this afternoon. Less than 24 hours, and a lot of coaches treat it like regional tournament play where you don't have a huge turnaround time, not a whole lot of rest. Tindley made a nice deep run last year in the tournament. Smith will give it up. That short jumper good, so Tello finally getting on the board. Back to a 10-point lead with under a minute remaining here in this first quarter. Tindley, see if they can play for one. That's the question. Can they hold it? Dotu with a skip pass. They're not even going to try. Poole for three. Might have been, again, quick on the shot. And now it'll be Lighthouse basketball driving is Smith. Too strong. Ball loose in the lane. DaCosta can't come up with it. Near foul that time by Johnny Smith. And again, we'll see Tindley get it back. This time we're pretty sure that Tindley's going to go ahead and play for one right here. That is Poole in the corner, and there is a shot by Knox. Can't get it to go, and that'll end the first quarter. Now Tindley on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, opening this one up by 10.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Well, Tindley a 10-point lead back here at the Tiernan Center in Richmond. It'll be Tindley basketball. Leading the way, Dotu with 11 of the 15 points scored by the Tigers. And that is Dotu with the basketball. Shot fake. Now we'll find DaCosta. The short jumper got a nice roll. DaCosta now with 6. Only a sophomore. We mentioned him a little bit last night. Certainly a project, but again at 6'8". Tindley able to work with that young man for the next couple of years. Lighthouse basketball. They've kept a Johnny Smith, speaking of Tindley, in check. The lob pass, Smith. They were going to go for the lob dunk, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Bulldogs. That was well defended by the Tigers. They were going to allow Smith to get that alley-oop dunk. So now the Tigers with a 12-point lead here in the second quarter. And you see Lighthouse, they're going to stay in that 2-3 zone. Knox may shoot him out of it. He got a couple of threes in that quarter. Here is DaCosta, turnaround shot too strong. Rebounding foul called against Tindley. That's going to go against Michael Robertson. Robertson just picked up his first. Our next game will be in the winner's bracket. It'll be Seton and Bloomington South. That game is not scheduled to tip off until 4:30, so we had a natural break between the first session and the second session. As we mentioned earlier, we're a little bit behind in this one simply because of the triple overtime game earlier, and Lighthouse now with their 4th turnover. Reverse layup, no, by Knox. And coming away with it will be the Bulldogs. Here's Smith. Smith will take it and jam it home. Smith with an exclamation point on the dunk. He now has 5. We have seen some players can really leap here in the last 2 days. Yeah, oh my goodness. That wasn't as impressive as last night. Oh my gosh. Here is the 3 by Dotu, no good. No, last night that caught me completely off guard. Back to a 10-point lead. Here's Smith again. Baseline drive and will get fouled as he goes to the free throw line for 2. The dunk I'm referring to was this guy right here. Johnny Smith had 30, but his first dunk, it brought an oh my gosh. That one was nothing compared to what he did last night. I think he ended up with 4 or 5 dunks that were pretty impressive. That first one, he just simply ripped the rim down. 17-9, Acosta has come out of the ball game, and in for Tindley is Kamani Sims. Low scoring first half. Again, we talk about Lighthouse. They went up against the host Red Devils last night before losing 77-56. Andrew Croft matched the 30 scored by Johnny Smith. And the Red Devils go on to win, and now they'll play Portage coming up tonight at 8:30. Tindley with the basketball. Dotu in the lane, able to get it back. And then knocked out of bounds. Quick hands as Rasco. And with the deflection. Another change now for the Tigers. We'll see Antonio Robinson come in. Robinson is a 5'10" sophomore. Dotu coming out, slowly making his way to the Tiger bench. Again, Dotu with 11 points. The other 6 belonging to Christian DaCosta. And, of course, Knox. Take that back. With Knox 6 points, Dotu has 5. And even for 11 earlier, those 6 actually belong to Andrew Knox, who is also positioning himself on that left corner, trying to maybe get another 3. Shot fake by Knox, and he'll back it away. 4:30 to go in the second. Pace of this one really slowing down here. Only a combined 26 points. I would imagine Tindley, though, they will get you back in the ball game. They'll make some mistakes, and right now Lighthouse trying to trap out front. Here is the drive by Knox, no good. Rebound put back, counted. There is Sims. Tindley more patient offensively than you generally would see. So now Lighthouse basketball. Inside miss. And now the other way, Tindley. There is Andrew Knox. 8 points by Knox. 21-9 now as the Bulldogs having a tough time scoring. Here's Smith. Smith on the high post as he's looking to make a move, and he will. You know, those are the kind of things that just amaze you. He hangs in the air, able to score. Foul on Sims, who will pick up his first. Anytime that Smith gets the basketball, I'm just waiting for him to go up and dunk it. He's a pretty good free throw shooter as well. And is back now to a 9-point lead for the Tigers. Boy, you combine what Smith did last night in that game, and of course we saw some dunks by Richmond as well. That game saw a lot of athletes going up and down the floor, and now Richmond tonight will play Portage, trying to advance to the semifinals. And we've got turnovers both ways. 5 now for South. Tindley with 4. On the finish, no. Rebound put back, no again by Robinson. Robinson had 2 point-blank shots and missed them both. Stay here with the Tigers. We'll see Nicholas Murph come in. Well, the one thing Radio Troy does, it gives valuable experience to all of our interns. They can use that on their resume and get future jobs. Tigers turn it over. We have one former intern covering the national championship round in football down in Dallas. We have another intern he was an employee of mine working for Moscow Radio. Just never stops at Radio Troy. 2:34. Changes again for Lighthouse. Only 12 points for the Bulldogs so far here in the first half. They've just struggled in offense. Lenny Carradine. This is Kinser from the corner, missed it. Rebounded by Murphy. It'll be Tiger basketball now with 2:14 remaining. Tigers now have R.J. Lyons, who has checked in. He wears number 4. He is a 6'1 junior. And that is Lyons. Skip pass. Take that back. Lyons receiving to the near side from Poole. Here is Knox on the drive. The feed inside goes out of bounds. Turnover, Tigers. Dotu coming back in. Andrew Knox will sit down. Knox with 8 points. Near steal by Lyons as the Bulldogs back on offense. Under 2 minutes remaining. There's just been no flow to this offense by South here in the first half. They'll work it inside. Basket good by Rasco. 21-14. Tindley, last time we thought they might work it down to the last shot, took a quick one, and there's another quick shot by Poole, and he missed everything. Now we're under a minute 10 to go here in the first half of play. Things getting a little sloppy-poppy here before halftime. That's a miss. And the rebound by Michael Robinson. And Dotu on the drive, and they'll call the foul out front. Rasco picks up the foul. That'll be the 4th team foul. Quick inbound and layup good by R.J. Lyons. Back to a 9-point lead, 39 seconds remaining. It won't take a long time to run down the scoring in the first half of this one. There's a steal by Dotu, and he's going to take it himself. He'll score, and he gets fouled. So Dotu on the board again. And a chance now to extend that lead to 12 with 29.4 seconds remaining. Dotu completes the 3-point play, and now the Bulldogs See if they play for one. 2-3 zone. You see the Tigers really going to challenge and make, if they can, Lighthouse shoot this ball from the outside. Entry and a turnover. 1 second to go, and at half court, nearly going in, Josiah Poole. Not a good finish for the Bulldogs. We head to halftime. Low-scoring first half. Tindley on top of this one, 26-14.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Greatest thing ever happened for Oscar Robertson. You learn to compete.
Basketball in Indiana has a special legacy. It starts with the coaches, develops with the fans, and ends with an amazing community support.
I think one of these days when you're done and you're retired and you kind of shelve that piece of your life, you can look back and be like, wow, that's really incredible.
To play in a state tournament, to be able to play in college, to be able to coach high school girls, and then to be able to see my son coach, basketball has been my life.
Any opportunity I got to play basketball, I played it. You know, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I love doing, and still today I love the game.
And every time Dad put me in, I think as a freshman, sophomore, there was booing. And then the exciting turnaround when I was a junior and senior, every time he took me out, he got booed. So those were fun times.
Basketball got me an education. Got me to be a worldly person as far as reading articles. Got me to be artistic and understand the cultures of the world, the ballet, the opera. It just opened up your whole mind and thoughts about things other than what you can reach out and touch.
Because I never dreamed of going to college, and basketball gave me the opportunity to not only go to college but play professional ball, and I've been around it my whole life. I'm 58 now, and I've been involved for a lot of years.
Where else can you walk around? I'm a 65-year-old man, and people say, George, oh, I remember you in '69 with your high school state championship team. I saw you at Butler. I mean, it's incredible. This is the only place here in Indiana that happens.
Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Back here at the Tiernan Center, it is halftime of our final game in the consolation bracket. 26-14, Tindley on top. Your halftime report brought to you by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Wednesday, the turkey breast. Thursday, the Italian BMT. And Friday, the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Well, the Bulldogs really struggling offensively in the first half. Johnny Smith leading the way in their scoring. He has 10. 2 points by Rasco. 2 points by Tello. And that is it in the first half. 14 points by the Bulldogs. On the other side, Tindley, they were led by Andrew Knox with 8, Dotu with 8 points, Sims finished with 2, and then DaCosta 6 points in the first half, rounding out their 26 points. Tigers with 6 turnovers, and Lighthouse South with 6 turnovers as well. So again, the winner of this game will play Indy Northwest Homeschool at 7:30 tonight at IU East. The loser of this game will play Franklin. That game will be at IU East at 4:30. So basically the loser here will have to jump on the bus, head right up the road, and play immediately after this ball game. We will have, of course, the winners bracket starting later today at 4 o'clock, where Seton plays Bloomington South. We'll follow that up with Connorsville and Zionsville. Then Greensburg and Cathedral at 7, 8:30 Richmond and Portage. Second half action is coming up in just a few moments. Keep it right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond. Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're ready for the third quarter here at the Tiernan Center. And again, a very low-scoring first half. You see it right there. Only combined 40 points between Tindley and Lighthouse South. By the way, we haven't seen any of those monster dunks by Johnny Smith yet, but we're still having another 16 minutes of basketball to get one. So we're ready to go. It'll be South basketball. Kinzer, by the way, in fact, he was shut out in that first half. And we got a foul away from the ball, and they're going to get Kennedy White on the foul. They called that on 35. Now they're going to change that. That's actually going to be on DaCosta. He picks up the foul. This is Smith. Anytime he gets hold of the basketball, Tindley knows exactly where he is. Pull-up jumper good. Smith now with 12. Lead at 10 now for the Tigers. South, you see those guys really extending out beyond the three-point line as they stay man-to-man. Nice cut. Reverse layup good. Dotu. He has 10. Undersized player, but plays well. We've seen a lot of players that are undersized in this tournament. But, boy, I tell you what, when you look at guys like Smith and Dotu and others, you can still imagine if Smith was about 6'6" or 6'7", we got a rebounding foul off the missed shot. They're going to get Knox. That's his first. South off the inbound. Bulldogs again will give it to Smith here on the right wing. They'll lob it underneath. Here's Kennedy White. Goes out of bounds. He and DaCosta working underneath. White at about 6'6" or so, and DaCosta at 6'8". Bulldogs again. Here is Smith. They just don't have a whole lot of flow to their offense right now. Ball loose in the lane. Bulldogs will keep it. That shot from the corner missed. Goes out of bounds. Missing that three-pointer was Rigotello. What's that other one called again? Rigatoni. Rigatello and Rigatoni. Maybe as a brother. 6-17. Pull-up jumper on the baseline. No by Knox. DaCosta with a rebound. DaCosta on the pivot. Now gives it up to Murph. Murph will pull up and shoot it. He misses. DaCosta with another offensive rebound and then a jump ball. Josiah Poole in there getting a hand on it. Well, DaCosta, we saw him yesterday a couple of times, kind of pulling that ball down One thing you want to do as a big guy, keep that ball up high. Those little guys like to strip it out of your hands. Nice move, DaCosta. Sometimes you see some promise out of DaCosta, but you still know a very raw basketball player, and we got a foul against Josiah Poole. DaCosta, by the way, with 8 points. 5:45 remaining in the third. And now 14-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Smith. White back to Smith, trying to find an opening here. Wide open three is on the way, good. Tello gets the three, back to an 11-point lead now for the Tigers. Tello now with 5, his first three-pointer. In the corner is Dotu, nearly a turnover, and this time it is. No-look pass for some reason as Knox looking to his right, Josiah Poole wide open. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and Tindley will call the timeout right here. In the third, 5:10 remaining, an 11-point lead for the Tigers.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842.
Tigers get a timeout following that turnover. 7 turnovers now for the Tigers. They hold on to an 11-point lead. By the way, if you come away with this, you could walk away with your 4 games and have a 3-1 record over 3 days, and still you could win that consolation championship, which would still be big. There's a foul call on, they get Poole again. They did. Poole fouling on a 3-point shot, which is a no-no, and Rigotello will go to the line. .457 remaining as Tello's first free throw is good, and they're slowly coming back in this one. Speaking of the Bulldogs of Lighthouse South. There's number 2. 7 now by Tello. And he'll get one more. 2 of 3, and the rebound by Dotu. So here come the Tigers. They win this one and then pick up a win later, put themselves in very good position to perhaps play for that consolation championship. Kinzer picks up the foul. And here is Dotu at the line. Dotu with 10. To check, see if he has missed from the free throw line. He is now a perfect 5 of 5 from the line. Back now to an 11-point lead. Tigers now pressing. There's Smith. Smith, boy, strong enough, just takes it away from Poole. And then the pass inside, and Kennedy White unable to finish. He'll go to the line. So Poole has now picked up 3. Kennedy White, his first trip to the free throw line. Scoreless so far here for the Bulldogs. 4:35 to go in the third. Poole coming out with 3 back in the ball game. R.J. Lyons. Lions actually played well in the first half for the Tigers. Second free throw good. (30-23). Tindley just 4 points so far, and we're about halfway through this third quarter as Dotu, with those 4, he has the basketball, but the Tigers have seen their offense slow down quite a bit. They're much more deliberate on offense as they run a half-court set right here. There is Knox. 10 points now by Knox. He, along with Dotu, in double figures. Acosta with 6. Ball loose, turnover, Bulldogs, number 7. And then back the other way is RG Lyons trying to recover the basketball, knocked out of bounds by Rigotello. We do have some all-name guys in here. Rigotello, now Dotu. Here's DaCosta, blocked by Smith. There he is again. We need to find out how tall Johnny Smith is. Standing next to DaCosta, he didn't look like he is all that small after all, Mac. He might go about 6'4". Boy, you'd love to have him on your team. I'm not sure who may be looking at him as a college choice. But a Johnny Smith, a guy you'd certainly love to have on your team, as the Tigers being patient on offense. 3:04 to go. Here's Knox. Loses it out of bounds. Turnover for the Tigers. That's number 8. You know, I have kind of a feeling that a Johnny Smith is going to get loose one of these times. I want to see what happens if he gets out on a fast break all by himself. We may have to have a new rim and backboard ready to go. How'd you like to have that delay? Smith unable to get the basketball as DaCosta forcing the turnover. Number 8 now by the Bulldogs. Knox begins to drive. He'll go hard to the floor. So foul on Lighthouse South. Carradine picks up the foul, and Linney is checked back into the ball game. And another change now here for the Bulldogs. Kennedy White will sit down. And coming in, they've listed at number 30, but they haven't changed that on our roster yet. Dotu turns and misses, but is fouled. And he's going to make quite a living at the line here tonight. 2:28. $12 points by Dotu. Neither one of these two teams have gone to double figures yet in the quarter. That is only 7 points by the Tigers. 9 points by Lighthouse South. Second free throw good. 36-23. And a turnover. Dotu with a steal and the lay-in. Big turnover there by the Bulldogs, and all of a sudden a 15-point lead. South having a real tough time against that pressure. Tigers wanted to travel, nothing there as Kinser got away with a possible travel. Here is Smith. There is another travel, but again a whistle and a foul. They're going to get Knox. Number 3 now on Andrew Knox, so he is in a little bit of foul trouble, as is Josiah Poole. Poole with 3 fouls as well. Here's Smith. His baseline drive we saw a couple of times last night where he'll take it baseline and dunk it, but this time a turnover. And that'll be the 9th turnover now by the Bulldogs. 8 by the Tigers. Under 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Here's Knox. Entry DaCosta. Off now to Knox, misses it. DaCosta, the rebound, put back, no. And here come the Bulldogs. Down the lane, shot no good by Rasco. And Tindley will turn it over as they try to get an easy bucket. That's their 9th. I mentioned earlier, I think we're all ready to get into that winner's bracket coming up this afternoon. We're about an hour and a half away from the tip-off of Bloomington South and Seton. Nice pass and the layup good. (38-25). By the way, Londell Booker gets credit for the basket. He has just checked in. Ball loose in midcourt, picked up by R.J. Lyons. Goes out of bounds, and a turnover again by Tindley. 42.8 remaining. Rasco stays in the ball game, and it looks like maybe Andrew Knox has checked out. So in the backcourt now for the Tigers, you have Dotu in there along with R.J. Lyons. Nicholas Murph, you see he's on the guard now of Smith. DaCosta denying the basketball. 29 seconds to go. Be curious to see if the Bulldogs can actually hold this for another 20. Here's the drive, shot missed. I was right, they couldn't as Rasco missed the shot. Tindley's going to get another chance. Dotu all the way to the basket and scores. And the Bulldogs reluctant to hold it. That one's at the other end, and missing on the alley-oop dunk is Smith. And we will go to the fourth quarter. Bulldogs may have cost themselves, unable to hold the ball there at the end. They take the quick shot, and they trail it by 15.
Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 Southeast Street in Richmond. After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
We are down, barring another overtime game, down to our final 8 minutes, but a 15-point lead by the Tigers. 17 points by Dotu, leading the way for Tindley. It has been a tough offensive day here. Smith, as he cuts down the lane and scores. Johnny Smith now with 14. 30 last night against Richmond. He hasn't had as many shot attempts in this game as he did last night, as Tindley nearly turned it over. Knox with 10 points. We mentioned DaCosta with 8. On the other side of Johnny Smith with 14 points. But he's been the only player any consistently scoring-wise tonight for the Bulldogs. That shot missed inside. Robertson comes up empty. Here is Smith. Look out. There you go. Well, that was close. He had gotten hit there at the very end. He might have flushed that one big time. 16 now by Smith. So now Smith will look to complete the three-point play, and he does. He is really a very good shooter. We think about what he does in the dunking department, but that young man right there can stroke it. 7 minutes remaining here in regulation. 10-point lead for the Tigers. Still think he might get one before the night is over. These two teams again will play at IU East in their next games later this afternoon into tonight. Well, you got to shoot that ball. Turnover again the other way for the Bulldogs, and a collision foul will be called against Dotu. He picked up his second. I'm a little bit curious why Josiah Poole had a pretty good look at about a 15-footer, maybe even 14 feet in, and he passed it up. Rasco at the line. And there's one miss, and Rasco back in again. 0 for 1, his first trip to the free throw line. Second free throw is missed, and a big rebound there, Smith. Boy, he just uses that athletic ability. Takes the screen, pulls up, shoots, misses. Rebound just off the rim. Tello would have been there. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Another miss inside by Robertson. And then the offensive rebound put back good by Andrew Knox. Tigers just winning the battle of the boards this time. Kinser picks up the foul. That's going to be his second. Knox will go to the line. 12 points now by the senior guard. Knox had 13 in that double overtime loss last night. Misses it short. Bulldog basketball, just over 6 minutes remaining. Here's Smith. Baseline drive and dunks it again. Well, there's what we're talking about right there. You give him a little bit of room, and he will put it down, and he did it yet one more time. Shot missed by Murph. Bulldogs within 10, and there's a steal for the Tigers. 3-on-2. Pull-up shot on the way, no good. And the Tigers missed an opportunity right there. 10 turnovers by South. And South is going to get a timeout themselves. 5:38 remaining. Tigers lead it by 10.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
We're back here at the Tiernan Center. Right now, Tindley trying to hold on and pick up the win here against the Bulldogs, 42-32. Johnny Smith having another dunk session. But he is right now the only offense that the Bulldogs have tonight. 19 points by Smith. You know, he probably won't make the all-tourney team because they, depending on what happens to the Bulldogs, he won't make it because of their lack of success in this tournament, but he's got to be one of the better talents that there is. There he is again. Baseline shot on the way, good. That is Rigotello for 3, and the lead has been cut now down to 7. DaCosta way out away from the basket. He's certainly wanting to give it up there. Tigers get it back out as Knox. Here is Poole on the drive short. Kevin Butler seeing his team now starting to watch that lead fade away. Tello with a shot fake. In the corner here, Smith. Can't get it to go. Rebound put back good by Kennedy White. And all of a sudden another timeout. Lead is down to 5. This will be another full timeout for the Tigers.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
(42-37). Final consolation game for us here today, and then we will head to the winner's bracket. First game out will be the Seton Cardinals against Bloomington South. Cardinals will have to play well if they want to advance to the next round on the winner's side. Cardinals had to stretch it into the overtime yesterday against Lighthouse East, winning at 79-78. Reverse layup good by Andrew Knox. 14 down by Knox. Back to a 7-point lead. Here Smith hangs in the air, banks it too hard. Tindley, a one and done the other way on the fast break. Good. Back-to-back buckets by Knox. And the lead was down to 5. Now it's up to 9 once again. That is Tello. And I think that we've got another timeout, a 30-second timeout. Today's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Friday the tuna, Saturday the Black Forest ham, and Sunday the meatball marinara. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Right now, Dotu leading the way for the Tigers. 17 points by the senior guard. 18 points. They're going to change that. Knox now the leading scorer with 18. So 18 and 17 respectively. Now we're down to 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. And that'll be a push from behind. The foul called against the Tigers. Looks like that may be Nicholas Murph. So here is a Johnny Smith. (19 by Smith). Now make it 20. One more now for Smith. He's only missed once from the free throw line here today. Make it 2. Acosta with a rebound. Tigers basketball. An 8-point lead. Let's see if they can milk a little clock right here. Well, that was Knox who started to penetrate. You want to see if Tindley can do it, and I don't know if they can. They just get too anxious, as that's a bad play by Poole. Smith has it stripped away, and the steal and the score by Dotu. 11 turnovers by South, and as we head the other way, basket good and a foul. DaCosta picks up his third. That is 10 team fouls now on the Tigers. Back to an 8-point ball game, and Smith will complete the 3-point play. And it's a 7-point lead. If you're head coach Kevin Butler, you know that at some point you got to hold the basketball a little bit. And I think he's telling Andrew Knox right there, let's run the offense. Don't be too anxious to shoot the basketball. If you can get a layup, great. If not, try to run a little clock right here. Coming up on 3 minutes. On the guard out front, that's Rasko. Poole, tip from behind, able to keep it. Poole still with a dribble as he brings it underneath the basket. He's going to send Knox out of there. I'm not so sure I feel comfortable with him handling the ball. Now maybe Dotu right here. He seems to be a little more stable and even Knox, but yeah, watching Poole dribble, he kind of bothers me a little bit. There's a foul call on Rasko. That is only the, sixth? Now they're going to see team foul number 5. They got that one up there pretty quick. So still 2 more to go here for South to get into the bonus. Dotu off the inbound will find Poole. Back to Dotu. And now South will have to chase. 2:24. You have a 7-point lead. Here is Dotu down the lane. Scoop shot. No. Smith with a rebound. Here come the Bulldogs again. Tigers going to attempt to let him right back in this if they're not careful. Smith bypasses the 3. In the corner. Here's a 3 on the way. That's good. There's Tello for 3, and it's a 2-possession ball game. 1:50 to go. Tigers last night had a hard time against Portage, not turning the ball over late in the ball game. Ended up costing them. Here's a drive blocked by Smith. He rejects that one by Knox, and Tindley's going to call a timeout. 1:37 remaining. And still a 4-point ball game. Today's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise, a Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Well, Tindley has allowed the Bulldogs right back in this ball game as we're down to the last 1:37. Now the question is, what will Kevin Butler have his team do right here to try to hold on to the lead and the win? First time we've had 2 teams play with dark jerseys in this tournament, so sometimes I'm sure the officials have to take a little closer look. Here motion being called by the Tigers head coach Kevin Butler. Dotu on the drive and a foul on the floor. Team foul number 6 now on the Bulldogs. 1 more to get into the bonus. White picks up number 3. Might be wise to foul quickly, and they do. They're going to put Dotu. Is that going to be Knox? It's going to be Knox at the line. Now Knox has been there just once. He is 0 for 1. 1:24 remaining. And he missed it short. Smith with a rebound. Nearly threw it away, but it will be Lighthouse basketball. Chance to get this thing to perhaps within one here down the stretch. Minute 10 remaining. Here's Kinzer. Probably want to look for Smith. There he is in the high post. I'm not sure if anybody can guard him one-on-one. In the corner, 3 on the way, short. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Here's another 3 on the way, Rasco. And it is a 1-point ball game. We will keep it here for this timeout. Remind you, we have a break between this game and the second session. 4 games yet to come. The first game will be at 4 o'clock as we'll see Seton and Bloomington South. We'll follow that up with Connorsville and Zionsville. Maybe the marquee matchup of the night will be Greensburg and Cathedral at 7. And then Richmond will play Portage at 8:30. We're not sure when our coverage will begin tomorrow because it really depends on what happens with Seton. If they end up losing that game, they will play tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. That may be a game where I run the camera all alone. It's hard to find good workers on a Saturday morning at 10. 48-47, Bulldogs now looking to put some pressure on the basketball. That is Knox, fouled immediately by Rasco. So Andrew Knox to the line. He's 0 for 2. Just missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and they'll put the pressure back on him again. He is a senior, so let's see if he can come through here for the Tigers. 42.4. And what was it looked like maybe a comfortable Tiger victory a couple of moments ago has now become very close. So Knox gets the first. He'll step back in for number 2. Still a 1-possession game either way. Knox able to get them both right there. Boy, dangerous pass. Dotu really close to coming up with that one. Rasco across the timeline. Will take that back. White out front. Good look there at Tello. Here's your man. Smith off the drive. Reverse layup, no. Rebound by DaCosta. And a foul. Boy, Smith, I think he would have been okay, but he kind of lost his balance on the way to the basket. And Smith, I believe, will be called for the foul, his second. 15.1 remaining on the clock, and we're going to go back to Andrew Knox. We're looking at another 1 and bonus here for Knox. Andrew missed the front end of the 1-and-1, then came back and hit 2 straight. So see if he can do it again here for the Tigers, and he will. That's a 2-possession game now with 15.1 seconds to go. So it appears the Tigers are going to survive this one, though they let that lead get away. Knox gets it both. 10 seconds to go. Here's Smith. If you are Tindley, just let him go. Shot's going to be missed. Rebounded by Knox. 3 seconds to go, and Knox will lay it in at the other end, and that's going to do it. Final score in the last game of the consolation bracket, and there you have it. Tindley 54 and Lighthouse South 47. So Tindley will play later tonight at 7:30 against Indy Northwest Homeschool. And a short turnaround time now for Lighthouse South. They play Franklin in about an hour at IU East. Our coverage will begin again at 4:30. Actually, they're going to see it's actually 4 o'clock, not 4:30, for our next game. Seton, and Bloomington South. Thanks for being with us. This has been the Wettig Tournament right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.